A cop who kicked a suspect in the face back in 2013 is just now facing charges thanks to the release of video of the incident, which has just recently been labeled non-confidential. Now, in the video you're about to see, which by the way is quite graphic, it features hard to watch violence actually, shows Officer Thomas Webster kicking Lateef Dickerson in the face almost immediately. Let's watch.
Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground! Get on the ground! There may be several others on the road, on foot as well, in the area. That little trailer park back here. They were running behind the Explorer. Anybody else have anything on Scott Yellow? 15 over here by probation. We're searching for the weapon.
So again, so that is in Dover, Delaware, back in 2013. The officer that you saw there has been charged with assault just now because finally the video has actually been made non-confidential. Dickerson suffered a broken jaw and was knocked unconscious. And they say that the police officer was responding to a call about some sort of fight in the area.
The previous grand jury declined to indict Webster on criminal charges. U.S. Attorney's Office 2014 found no violation of his civil rights. That's trickier. The U.S. Attorney's Office may not be a bad guy in this because it's hard to show a civil rights violation there because we don't know what was in his head. But the previous grand jury declined to indict him on criminal charges. You just get the feeling there was another Robert McCullough prosecuting that case.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
I mean, it's the easiest prosecution you've ever seen in your life.
You would think.
Get on the ground. I'm getting on the ground. You kicked him in the face. That's it.
Now, interestingly, you say it's easy. The president of the Delaware's police union, the Fraternal Order of Police, said that the only reason we have any charges now is because it's not fair. This was done because of what is taking place in society today.
He's right. That's why it is taking place. He's 100% correct. But it's good.
I think he means that in a slightly different way
yeah,
than you.
I think he does. I think he does. You're right. That is exactly why. And in fact,
who can watch that video and think nothing should be done?
I mean, at a
you kick a
bare
dude in the
minimum,
face, you knock him out.
At a bare minimum, did they fire this clown who's got no business being a police officer, who does an enormous disservice to every other police officer who tries to do their job right? And I don't say that like I'm not making the caveat anymore. I'm just saying this is how I'm going to start talking about this. Like, this is why people don't like cops, because he kicked a guy in the face who was following exactly his orders.
You're seeing a slightly tighter end version of it here. Instantly. The guy was kneeling down. He wasn't getting into some sort of kung fu attack position. He was kneeling down, not fighting back. So they kick him in the face and knock him out instantly.
Because, look, Cenk, I just imagine if I were the cop who kicked him and you were the other cop. I mean, it's just, that's the other thing, is that you don't hear the, Jesus, Ben!
Right.
What the,
what the fuck are you doing?
Right, exactly, yeah. Get out, I'll cuff him now. You've done enough.
Cool off.
So let's talk about the culture among cops in the country. Because Ben's one of my best friends. If he did that, I'd have been like, whoa.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck? Why did you just do that, right? But the other cop is nonchalant. Yeah. And Calhoun, who's the guy that John quoted there, the head of Fraternal Order of Police, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah.
The reason he says that is because in his view, from his worldview, we kick black guys in the head all the time. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to get busted for it? And look, again, we say black, but really, it's the poor, the powerless, whoever
they can get away with it.
Yeah, with the stuff that they were...
You can't kick Jamie Dimon in the face.
That's right.
You'd get in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, my God, if an Occupy Wall Street guy kicked Jamie Dimon in the head of JP
Broke
Morgan.
his jaw.
If a New York police officer kicked Jamie Dimon in the head, he would be in the biggest trouble you've ever seen in your life. But you got a poor guy in the streets in Delaware. They fear, like, they've been doing it all this. Come on, even if you're the biggest cop supporter, even if you're a cop out there, and we've got a lot of cops who watch the show, I know. But really, you guys have all been reporting it. None of this was ever a problem, and when you got the few bad apples, you'd always turn them in. And when you turned them in, your sergeant would say, "Oh, thank God you turned in that bad apple, man. Way to go! Thank you so much for stopping him." Let's make sure that we weed out these bad guys who are kicking people in the head for no reason as they're surrendering. Yeah, that happens, right? No. But you don't think it happens. You know it doesn't happen. Even if you're Mr. Cop of America, you know it doesn't happen because your culture isn't one of let's protect the community. Your culture is let's protect ourselves.
Yeah.
We matter so much more than the community that, yeah, I mean, I guess if we can protect the community, I guess that's the byproduct of what we do. But the main thing is we protect our own, and you know it.
We can't go a week. And granted, this is back in 2013, but we can't go. Oh, Jesus, knocks his hat off. The other cop did not move a bit.
We had audio. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He didn't.
Did they prosecute him? Now, when finally someone prosecutes him, they're like, well, that's not fair. He's getting prosecuted because black guys are getting, assaulted all across the country by cops. Yeah, and that's what you did.
The only
This
reason
reminds me-
he's getting prosecuted now is because there's a sense of justice in the country in 2015 that wasn't there in 2013.
And it
Right.
makes me sick.